Stephen, how pleasing a win was that?
Absolutely, the performance was the levels we want. We've tried to push for over the last 2 games. You can see that we're getting better. I believe that the hard work and all the work behind the scenes that people don't see is starting to come to fruition. I believe we've got a good squad. I believe if we add to that squad, then we can certainly aim as high as we possibly can. First and foremost, towards the end of the season, to try and finish 7th, and for next season. Let's say the building blocks I spoke about earlier in the week are being put in place. What we're trying to create is a club and a team on and off the pitch that the people of PSD can be proud of. And I said it after the game, I come from a working class background. The community here wants a team that represents them, that works hard and runs until they can't run anymore. We'll make mistakes, people make mistakes, players make mistakes, but if they give that effort and organisation and determination as they have done in the last 2 games, then I'm confident going forward, if we add to what we've got, we'll be looking up the way.
Yeah, and great character, because these were 2 massive games coming into them.
Huge pressure games. People forget sometimes they're young boys, kids. They make mistakes, make bad decisions, we all do, but they certainly have dug in, and we've got 14 fit players that are playing with injections, holding off operations for the football club, and that's to be admired, really has to be admired. We want to finish as high up the table as we can. We want to continue to build on what's been done in the background in terms of appointments, chief executive, new physio, new strength and conditioning, new head of recruitment, and I believe the club's going in the right direction for next season.
And just on that, talking about players playing through the pain barrier, Curtis Main is one of those. In the last 2 games he's been unbelievable.
Curtis was due an operation on I think it was the 5th of May. He's delayed that for me, for the football club, and I think he's put in the performances that I know that is there. I've seen it before. I've got that out of him. Both him and Ethan Urahan, who maybe have had a little bit of stick sometimes, they have been fantastic the last 2 games. And if you believe in people and you put an arm around them and we encourage together, people can surprise you at times. And no surprise for me what Curtis has done today. If we can get a consistency and we get him 100% fit, which he's not at the moment, then we've got a good player in our hands.
And just on Curtis and Alex Grieve last week, both brilliant against St Johnstone today, both getting their rewards with the goals.
I'd hate to play against Alex. He's non-stop. He epitomises what we want at the football club. Energy, enthusiasm, desire. That's what we want at the football club. And I'll put a team in place that represents the community, represents me as a person. And we've got the basis of that. We've got good players here. And if we put what we believe we're putting together, then we'll represent that. We won't win every game. We'll make mistakes, but we will certainly be running ourselves into the ground. And the 2 of them today, the man, but the 2 of them especially set the tone. Well, how you press, and as I say, both got their rewards. 2 strikers scored, and the back 5 kept a clean sheet. So as a team, you do that. You score as a team, and collectively you defend as a team. And we've done that over this period of time, over the last 2 games.
And nice to reward the home fans with a victory.
Absolutely. It's been long waited, to be honest, but we've been building towards that. We've been unfortunate at times. The Hibs game, I thought we were organised. Perhaps the balance in terms of attack and defence wasn't quite there. As I say, we've got a limited number of players available to us in terms of injuries and being able to select them. So, they've bought into it. I think we've got the balance right in the last 2 games. I think Greg Kiltley's given us something different in behind. And we're starting to see the fruits of our labour, the fruits of all the players' hard work and all the stuff that goes on in the background. And hopefully the fans can see what we're trying to build to. We've yet to achieve exactly what we set out to over a 20-year period to make this club a top 6 club. But with what's been put in place in the background, with the players I believe that we're bringing into the football club to add to what we've got, then I think it bodes very well for the future.
Just lastly, Conor Ronan and Jordan Jones both mentioned during the week in press that they'd return to their parent clubs. Is there any chance of them coming back with their injuries, or is that them probably play the last game for St Mirren?
We'll have to wait and see. The problem with loan players is you don't own them, you don't have the final say on them, and we thank both boys for their contribution. Conor Ronan's been outstanding for me since he came in, outstanding for Jim before. It's unfortunate he can't get a send-off today, but we'll see. Both clubs will be fair to us. I think now we'll see if they won't take chances, because both boys are struggling with injuries and they've played through them, so it's fair to let them get right for next season, for their careers and for their clubs.
Stephen, thanks very much for your time and well done.
Cheers, James.